This is the God's honest truth. I want to put an Incredibottle on every piece of equipment I have. Hey folks, Randy here with Doing Cut and Trim. So a couple weeks ago, I put out a video, actually it might have been a month ago at this point, with kind of my initial impressions on the Incredibottle. It's this really cool gas tank that you can attach to your mower or your trimmer or blower. Not so much blower, but you know, you can attach it to equipment, and you know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere doing what you're doing and you're running out of gas, you've got a reserve tank of about 16 ounces so that you can refill and finish up the job, or get back to the trailer or truck so you can, you know, fill up. So I really liked the idea behind this, and I'm prefacing all this because I have a tendency to look at things very positively, and I have a tendency to see the potential of something as opposed to the reality of something. And so I just want you to keep that in mind when you're watching this video. So the Incredibottle honestly is really a fantastic idea, and I really love the implementation of it for stick equipment, you know, for handheld equipment, like specifically the trimmers. I'm bidding on a HOA right now. It's not massive, but it's 60 units, and I don't think that one tank of gas is gonna handle it. And I mean, they're townhouses, so it's not like they're huge, but if I had like an Incredibottle on there, you know, that would be great. You know, you keep a couple extra pieces of line. You got the Incredibottle, which is essentially a second tank of gas for a string trimmer, and you know, you're good to go. So I really like the idea going into it. I did have some difficulty using the Incredibottle. I took a couple, I actually recorded every time I used it. I recorded it a couple of times with the GoPro, a couple of times with my cell phone. So I'll show that to you guys. Oh, God. All right, a little better that time. And I was having difficulty, as you can see in the video. Whenever I would go to pour, it always made a mess, and that was kind of frustrating. But it has to, I don't know, it has to do with honestly the fact that it doesn't have a vent in the back. You know, like, so it's like it gets messy. But I really wanted to like this thing, and I really wanted it to work. So I actually reached out to the Incredibottle inventor and asked him, you know, is there a trick to doing this? Is there a specific way? Without pulling up his email, so I'm not quoting him directly, but essentially what I got out of what he said was you kind of have to get a feel for it. So I kept trying, and it wasn't working out that. I kept spilling gas. and for the most part, the gas would just spill on the mower or, you know, the piece of equipment I was using. But it's like, you know, you don't want that. And you definitely don't want gas spilling on a customer's lawn. So eventually the solution I figured out is what I'm about to show you right here. And so that worked great. So basically the Incredibottle, it's got two straps that hold it on to the equipment that you're using. But honestly, the straps are so heavy duty, you really only need one. I mean, two's better, but one is all you really need. And so I was able to just strap the Incredibottle onto the mower with the one strap and then use the other strap to hold the funnel on. And so that way, if I ever needed to use it, I've got a funnel. And honestly, the funnel works. Nothing spilled when you used a funnel. Obviously, that's a little bit of an issue. Not a little bit. That is an issue if you're gonna use it on like a string trimmer. You know, I would love to have an Incredibottle hang on to my string trimmer. You know, on the shaft. That'd be fine. I'm not putting an Incredibottle and a funnel on my string trimmer. That's just a little silly. But for my mower, you know, I don't mind that. You know, of course you do have an issue where, you know, the funnel's getting dirty and dusty, and, you know, by extension that dirt and dust is now going to end up on your in your gas tank. So, you know, so I guess I like the Incredibottle, and I want a bunch of them. Honestly, this is the God's honest truth. I want to put an Incredibottle on every piece of equipment I have. I want to put it on my trimmer. I want to put it on my blower. I want to put it on the big mower, although I don't even know 16 ounces of fuel. I'm not sure how helpful that would be in that situation. I want to put it on my small mower. I want to put it on everything. I think it is a fantastic idea. But they got to do something with the nozzle first. It's not good enough. It's just not there for me yet. So I highly encourage you guys to monitor the Incredibottle, to keep an eye on it and see what they're doing and what they're up to, because honestly, man, that's a really great idea. I know a lot of guys, they'll like put they'll put fuel like in water bottles, you know, when they're out, you know, like doing, you know, trimming acreage or whatever. And you know, that's not a great solution for a multitude of reasons, but it would be, in my opinion, that's still more effective than using the Incredibottle when it comes to like handheld equipment. But man, the Incredibottle, I like it a lot. Like it. But I have to separate the potential of a product versus the reality. The potential is through the roof, but the reality, the implementation, I just don't think is there yet. But man, I really hope, honestly, I really hope that they can do something with the nozzle. So, you know, if the folks at Incredibottle are watching this video, man, solve the situation with the nozzle, and I'll buy several of them, because I love the idea of the product, and I believe in the product. It's just not there yet. You need a version 2, man. or some kind of, honestly, some kind of funnel. I was talking to Brad with Copper Creek about it, and I think it was him, might have been, and even like, not even like a funnel, but maybe even just like a curved piece of I don't know what I'm talking about, but plastic or something that you could kind of almost, you know, just like almost like scoop it, so that it would just, when you went to pour the bottle out, the gas would fall onto this curved piece and then into the gas tank. Something like that, so that you have a better control over the flow of where the gasoline's going. Because like, as it stands now, it's just kind of like a glug, 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 and it's really hard to control and make sure it doesn't get on the customer's property. So that's what I have to say about the Incredibottle. I didn't realize I was going to talk about it this long, so I apologize for being a little long-winded. That really wasn't my intention. I guess it's just, I really like this product and I really want it to work. I just don't feel like it's there yet. So I don't know, has anybody else tried the Incredibottle out? And, you know, if so, do you have any thoughts about it? I'd love to hear them. This is Randy with Dylan Cut and Trim. Have a good one.